Welcome, Sagittarius, to your Astrodice reading for May. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Best message. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using one of the 12 houses. So give us the best house, please. Best message, best house. Some Mars energy coming in to the 5th house with some Libra energy. So you got that Mars energy going on, some fiery action going on over here. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit is what we are talking about. And how's it going to be done? With some Libra energy. Diplomatic, gracious, and of course looking for balance and harmony within a situation, and then going straight into that 5th house. So definitely going to want to have that balance and harmony within the relationship or whatever fun, exciting thing that you want to do within the 5th house, because the 5th house is talking about where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. So, okay, it's really the passion of what you want within life, right? That's that passionate area. And of course, love and romance really go there. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on. So, having the fire and strength to keep things in harmony and balance within the things that you are passionate about. That's really that. Breaking it all down. Okay. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Going straight to the beginning of the month. And we have the treasure. So there is something that you're missing, right? Because it's showing that he's over here worried about what's going on within the situation. But yeah, you have this beautiful treasure chest over here that you just have not stumbled upon yet. It's almost like it's hidden from sight. So definitely something is hidden from you in the beginning of the month, whether you know it or don't know it. Maybe you are seeking to look for this treasure or just have not really kicked the box yet. So definitely having some kind of wanting to find this treasure, that's for sure. The King of Forces over here could be a Taurus you might be dealing with. This is a Taurian card, so it doesn't have to be, but it's definitely something that is willful. And it's also showing your strength and the force. Wow. But in a kind of different way under the Mars. So actually it's under the Libra, I'm sorry, but we're having that kind of Mars coming in. But I do see, no matter what, I see the Mars in that card. Because you have the strength and the understanding, and even though it's a Taurian card, it's still saying, I understand the affirmations at hand, and I'm, feeling like I know exactly what's going on around me, and I have the prosperities to get through, but I'm still missing something when it comes to the 5th house. So whether it's creating something, maybe you have some writer's block, but you know that you have the strength to try to push through the writer's block to create something. Maybe you want to go out and have fun, but you can't figure out what to do, where to go in the very beginning of the month. So it feels like you're a little stumped, right, about that situation. If it is a love situation, you're definitely stumped about this person, and it definitely could be a Taurus that's got you stumped. I don't understand what you're doing over here. I want to do something with you, but I can't get you to, open up, or however it is, or get close to me. Having a hard time reflecting upon the situation. Now that once again would go to that writer's block, or that being, we're just going to call it being stumped within the situation of the 5th house. Okay. And it's because you just have not gotten to the point to where you can really get the perspective down to fix the process or get to what you need. Definitely. But I do feel like with the King of Forces, there is a little excitement going on within you to really want to work through this and really try to find the answer. But, you know, and then that, of course, is going towards that Mars over here where this physical energy and drive and strength wants to push through, doesn't want to be stuck, wants to figure out how I'm going to get closer to my fifth house. Could be all three, right? Could be the fun, the romance, and maybe I have writer's block as well. Okay, let's see what's going on. Take it how it resonates, my friends. Yeah, because right now it doesn't feel very rewarding. If anything, it's draining you. If you're trying to fix a relationship, it's very draining trying to figure out the answers of what to do within this situation. It's almost like you could be trying to resurrect a relationship from your past. Wow. And not knowing exactly how to do so. Haven't figured out the answers yet. Yeah. You're fully aware that this chance and this change within, if this is a person, could happen. Right? This is possible. I just have to find how this is going to work within that Six of Pentacles. So it does feel like it could be a past person that you want to work out some issues with. But you just don't know exactly how much you should give to this person. It feels like you have a very giving, you know, heart. Maybe you're just afraid that they're not going to accept it. But there's a lot of charity and a lot of giving out of you this month. It just feels like maybe they're holding back from you. Okay. Just really waiting for that opportunity is what it feels like. In the mid-month, getting into that lunar eclipse on the 17th, close to the 17th. I believe it is the 17th. Let's see what we got here. So this is going to go right into about the 10th of May, which is my birthday. So whoop whoop. So if I don't get any readings out by the 10th, you know why. It's my birthday. I might actually take a break. Maybe, right? You have the divine position over here. It's up to you. It's up in the air. And you have the diversity. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Okay, so you might feel actually like you're getting caught up in someone's drama and trying to stay focused within the situation. So if you're trying to give to this other person, it feels like somebody else might be coming in to try to start some drama with you. Okay? Because there's this diversity. So, yeah. And with the divine physician, it's like I'm trying to do some healthy things. I'm trying to do things, you know, healthy ways, doing things that are good for me within my fifth house. Maybe the person that you're dealing with is a nurse or a doctor or something. I don't know. Right? It could be a possibility. Maybe you're a nurse or a doctor. But however, it is definitely, someone is definitely trying to bring up some kind of maybe unresolved conflict. Maybe to why they don't want to fix and resurrect this situation with you. Or, and mind you guys, it could be the other way around too. Maybe it's you who don't want to do it with them. Okay, so maybe they're giving to you all this and they're draining you. Okay, take it how it resonates. It is general reading. Still, no matter how it is going to go. But definitely, for a lot of you, I see it's either going to be this person that you're trying to deal with is going to bring up some kind of drama, or they have somebody else that wants to bring it up and they're just kind of, you know, really focused on this. Could be up, oh, because you got the divine position ends up the King of Cups. Well, of course, because you're talking about health and you're talking about the King of Cups, which is a health card. Emotions, health. So you definitely could be dealing with a Pisces over here. Is it Pisces over here who's trying to get you all caught up in drama about this situation? Yeah, see, there comes the second person. So it definitely does feel like you have two people within this situation. You're trying to fix something with somebody. Or like I said, you know, you can take it the other way. And a cross watcher, you know, you could say it's, you know, it's them, not me. But with the King of Swords upside down, it's saying that the communication is definitely up in the air, and it's definitely causing drama, and it's definitely some sour talk going on. It could be some bickering and some talking behind your back kind of situation, things that are not nice. And here it is, the communication is definitely causing a drift and a rift within you and this other person. I really think that the whole point of this is that this other person really would come back to you if this other person wasn't causing a rift between the two of you. So for some reason, they want to try to get their record straight about why this person shouldn't be with you, right? Or they want to get their record straight why you shouldn't be with this other person. Okay, something of this nature, right? Because it's definitely driving this wedge in your romantic affairs over here. If we are talking about the romance in or the fun and creating things, you are trying to emotionally keep yourself going, right? Trying to get through that writer's block. Got it, guys? Okay, because we're still, we're talking about creating things. So if you're drawing or you have artwork or something of this nature, you might have someone who's, no matter what, you're going to still have someone who's over here. Maybe you have somebody who wants to buy some artwork or something, and this other person is driving drama towards you and why they shouldn't buy your artwork, or because they don't like you, or you see what I'm saying? So however you want to see it, this person is going to drive a rift between either you and your customer of how you're drawing and creating things that you love, or this relationship. No matter what, it's still going to come under a relationship no matter what, right? Because you're still dealing with other people. This person's sour. They're very, very sour. It could be a family member. It could be their family member. However, it could be their best friend, something of that nature. Okay, but it's definitely causing a real bad impact over here on how you're going to get back with this person or get to these things that that you really love and enjoy doing. It's crazy because if it is in the creative arts area, real fast, I just want to bring this up because I did see this. If you're taking your art to some kind of art fair or something, you have this person over here who's trying to tell them you can't be in the art fair because you're not experienced enough. It's for like experienced people only. So I don't know who that's for, but that's the person for you who's driving that rift, and or causing a problem for your band or something like that. Some kind of venue is what I'm really hearing out of that creating things. You want to take it to some kind of venue, and this other snobby person is saying, you shouldn't let them be at a venue like this. They're not, creative enough, or it feels more like they're trying to say you're not experienced enough. You're kind of still like the underdog, and they're not giving you they're really blowing it because they're not giving you a chance to show what you have, and that's so crappy. Because I really do feel that for somebody, and that really is crappy for someone to do that. You would want someone to think that they would want to welcome you in so that you can have a chance in life. But some people, it could be an envious situation over here. Maybe they're afraid that your stuff is better than their stuff and you're the underdog. Hey, we've all seen that, especially in bands. We see that a lot. So artwork too. So they might be afraid that you're going to get everybody at your venue and theirs is going to end up empty. Who knows? But there's a lot of imbalance about the situation within the commitment. So it doesn't look like the commitment's actually going to go really anywhere at this time, because someone's pulling the strings to the situation this month to where it's like you want to be excited about getting back to with this person, but this other person is really foreshadowing and kind of keeping you under a tree and kind of foreshadowing over the other person. So it's like what I see is like a tree, and you're sitting here, and the other tree is over here, right? They're sitting over here, but it's like shading you out, so where the other person can't see you, because all they're doing is talking all this smack and bickering and arguing and causing all this drama, that it's kind of pushing the other person away. And if you know that it's somebody who's maybe another love interest for them, maybe they're trying to hold on tight. Because they don't want them back, they don't want you guys together because of the jealousy of the two of you together. Something of this nature. You will know. You will definitely know. But it does feel like within the imbalance at the end that your impatience is going to get a little high. Okay, because you're going to be trying to really force and drive. So underneath that Mars, you really are forcing the drive to try to get this situation balanced and under control, because you're losing a little patience, or they're losing a little patience. There is definitely some kind of patience that is being lost over here. But you are definitely fighting for what you want, and really still trying to kick the box over here to get what you need from the commitment, to get these contracts done for the things that you love and create, get this, commitment to this person back to where it needs to be, and really trying to get a rebirth. But it's saying the rebirth right now is not there, okay, because this other person is really got this other person under their control. Yeah, for most of you, it is a love situation. But if it's not a love, it's definitely because you're very passionate about the things you do love. Okay, so keeping those blessings and knowing that this is what I really want, but definitely having that kind of nostalgic feeling. Now, if we're having a nostalgic feeling and you're trying to push that nostalgic feeling away, I think it's the nostalgic feeling for a lot of you of how this person has done this and bickered and causes drama before. So with the Six of Cups upside down, it's like I'm not going to even worry about that so much, because I'm pretty much done out of that area. And I'm trying to look past all of these other things, the bitterness. But you're seeing their bitterness. That's why I think that whoever this person is, you've dealt with this before with them, with this other person, for a lot of you. And there's a lot of bitterness. Lots of bitterness. The expectations are a little too high, though, maybe. For this person, you might be keeping your expectations too high because of the Mars really pushing you through to actually get this, going to where you really want it to go right at this time. So definitely having the impatience could cause, high expectations. So definitely going to give you new, the rebirth because of the devil. Who's dealing, you guys could be dealing with Capricorn too, who's trying to really do this. It feels like that for a lot of you, it could be maybe a Capricorn, an Aquarius, or a Gemini that's really, busting out over here with the mouth. But trying to pull all the strings within this situation. With the devil over here, you are aware that this person is the toxic reason for not having the rebirth, for not getting the things off the ground, for not bringing the balloon back to the ground, right? You realize that this person is the whole enchilada at the end of the month. You're just, you're going to have this understanding. You watch this video, now you already have the understanding. But maybe everything I'm telling you won't really come into play until everything starts falling into order, right? That always happens. A Queen of Wands over here. You have the Queen of Wands over here that it says, but that's okay, because as soon as I realize that this is not going to transform exactly the way I want to, it's going to take smaller steps to get exactly where I want for the fifth house. It's okay though, because your courage is really going to push you through, right? And you're going to have better intentions for the situations as you're keeping your desires and intentions right there. And it's really right there, because they're going to be sitting on top, like literally sitting in your lap. So that way it's almost like you can just throw those intentions out, because you're saying, I'm going to hold tight to this. I'm not going to just think about it today and then forget about it tomorrow. No, I'm holding tight to, oh boy, are you holding tight to that. So some of you, if it is definitely for the things that you want to create and do stuff like that, it's because you know that the intentions are that this artwork and this stuff that I'm going to this venue or whatever you're doing could make you a lot of money. For those of you who it's a love situation, and it could be both, guys, okay? It could be definitely both. You definitely have a lot of pentacles going on over here, which is saying I'm holding tight to this situation. I'm sitting self-assured because I know that this person, does care for me and that they will be back. I just have to watch the King of Swords somehow or another. But the problem is the King of Swords is watching you. Because they're watching you try to transform the situation, so they're making it as overwhelming as possible for you. So they're literally against you in the fifth house. Okay, they watch you stand your ground. They want you to stand your ground. It's almost like they're pushing you to that limit where you're trying to stay balanced within the situation with the other person. I hope that this turns out again for this person on this area because then it's going to tell me, well, you know, where is the King of Cups sitting in this whole situation? Because look, in the end, it's all about how this could be a Gemini, we'll just say air sign, is really, disrupting this whole situation and causing drama. But where's the King of Cups? It's almost like the King of Cups just shut up. They shut up. Maybe they shut themselves up if you're dealing with a Capricorn. Or a Capricorn. Why do I keep saying Capricorn? Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody's dealing with Capricorn somehow or another because I keep getting Capricorn. Maybe it's a Cancer or a Pisces, what I wanted to say, or a Scorpio. But definitely somebody's dealing with Capricorn somehow or another because I just keep hearing Capricorn, Capricorn. And if they are, then it's that watery piece to them, especially if they're a water sign, they're definitely going to shut down. No matter how it is, they're definitely shutting down. So I just want to know where are they? Because to me, it just seems like this air sign is just blah, 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 to the point where they're kind of lost. Like I see the message here about the diversity. I see the message here with you messaging the King of Cups. But then down here, it's like the King of Cups disappeared. That's why I keep thinking they shut down. They're kind of like shelled up. This makes me wonder if they're like embarrassed about the situation because this person won't be quiet. Did they embarrass them to the point where now they feel hesitant to comes towards you? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's crazy. Because now I'm almost come to the point where it's like, well, look, because look, at the bottom, look, it could be a Pisces you guys are dealing with. They feel stuck. They feel stuck between not only do you feel stuck, but they feel stuck between a wedge, right? So like a rock in a hard place. I don't see them coming over here. I mean, I'm not going to say that they didn't come back, and we're not going to get that far into this reading. We'd have to get a mid-month or the end of the month reading to see exactly where did the King of Cups go. They talk to you in the middle of the month, and we don't see them again in the end of the month. In fact, we don't really see anybody in the end of the month. It's almost like everything just went quiet. Maybe it was you who went quiet. Maybe because you backed out with the Six of Cups. Man, just so you could use your intuition. It's kind of crazy. Doesn't mean they're not there. It just means it's not coming up. I'm thinking that whoever this person, though, is they're obviously very influential. Okay, it can't just be somebody. It's got to be somebody very influential to the King of Cups. It's got to be like a sister, a brother, a parent, a family member, best friend, something of this nature. Because why would that person not tell them to butt out of my business? Do you see what I'm saying? So it has to be somebody very influential that does not want you guys together. Or they have some kind of maybe fear with the devil of this person. Wow. But if they really are a water sign, they're of Cancer or Pisces, they're not going to be as, confrontational about the situation until they really explode. Very interesting. Okay, guys. Very interesting month. So, and it's going to be crazy, I think, too. I just want to bring this up, guys. It's going to be very crazy because you're going to get into the end of the month of the Mercury retrograde. And when you get that Mercury retrograde, this is when all this is going to take place, where it's like, well, look, now I don't have my rebirth. I understand the toxicity that the air sign is making, pushing back on the King of Cups. And this is where you're going to really want your intuitions. So we could only imagine that who knows what's going to happen during the Mercury retrograde. Because you know how those retrogrades are. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to play out. So we'll see if that comes back up, guys. Okay? Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.